Hello and welcome to the Align Astro Tarot Network. I'm Candy, your decision guide, and I will be here reading your energies for this portion of March. Wow, it's already March 21st. Um, it's warm. I was at least hoping we would get a little winter or something like that. We haven't gotten anything in the way of snow or I'm just wondering, like, when are we going to get something? Okay, so it looks like this reading is going to be for Capricorn. I have my list up here because I have to make sure that I get everybody that I'm supposed to get. And I stopped going in order because I just felt like Pisces was always last, and this time Pisces was third, kind of rotated a little bit. And it looks like what I've pulled for Capricorn, I'll pull one more, couple more cards, is everybody's getting the Pluto transformation energy. And and we have some very significant Pluto energies going on. If you look at my featured video that I have, as soon as you get on my website, it talks about the energies for 2020. And the energies for 2020 are about transformation and walking in truth and all of that kind of stuff. So pay attention to that because the Devil card, along with the Tower, along with the Judgment card, all have something to do with those energies. So Capricorn, this is your card. And in between, on one side, you have Leo. So you could be involved with a Leo. But the energy of Leo is the will. So you may be coming into your own will and your own power and strength. Remember that Leo card kind of corresponds with the strength card in Tarot. We also have the South Node, which is all about life's debts, which is also has some things to do with karma. So it could be a Leo in your life is assisting you with working out karma. And in doing that, you will be able to kind of come to terms with some of the things that you need to come to terms with through this relationship with a Leo or through this energy, through the strength energy. Okay? On the other side, you also have the sun. Once again, that's ruled by Leo as well, or sun rules Leo. But also the energy of the sun is spirit. So you may be going through a spiritual transformation that is involving your will and your karma. Okay? So we'll take the signs out of it, which I normally don't like to call signs, but since this is the astrological moon deck, I'll call that out. So we have here where you're going to have transformation, a spiritual transformation involving your own will and resolving some karmic debts. So let's see how that plays into our overall reading. So I'm just going to put these cards over to the side and we're going to just get your basic energy here and then we'll unpack that. So I hope all is going well, Capricorn. Looks like you're getting your coins as usual. I saw the Queen of Pentacles along with the Magician card. I see the Emperor card, which is about taking charge and handling business, handling your business, proceeding cautiously. There's the Strength card. That's what we were just talking about. There's the Devil card. That's you, Capricorn. You're showing up. So you're meditating on this King of Wands energy, who appears to have an offer coming out of them. So the way it is, if this King of Wands is a person, they're looking at you and you're kind of meditating. And it's like, you know, you'll see what it leads to. Yeah, you'll see what it leads to. And there is an offer on the table. Let's see if I can get that glare off of there. There's an offer on the table with this Ace of Pentacles here. Okay, so let's unfold this and see where this reading goes. We've already talked about the fact that that you're going through a spiritual transformation, that a Leo or may have something to do with it, or that there is something having to do with your will. So I'm going to clarify this King. So it looks like you have this King energy is wanting to, let me pull one for you. I think I need to pull something representative of your energy. Huh. Okay, so you can't really see that there, but you're in the energy of the Aquarian, hopes, dreams, wishes, manifesting basically what it is that you want. And that also could be what you're doing here, manifesting something that it is that you want. This King here represents an individual who wants to come forward, who is coming forward. But with the Seven of Swords, it looks like what they could be doing. See, the Seven of Swords defined by the Ten of Wands. Those two together, they're coming toward you. They're a little bit unsure. And they may not be showing all of their whole everything, not intentionally. They're working on relieving their own burdens, but they have good intentions. They're holding back a little bit because they don't want to do anything. They don't really want to do anything to mess this up. since you're so kind of chill and cool about the situation, they're not really showing, they're being a little, not sneaky. I don't get the sneaky energy because you got the Chariot card here. What I get is a little passive aggressive, right? Because they don't really want to mess this up. They've come a long way with this Ten of Wands, and they've made some mistakes. They've learned some things. They're releasing these burdens, and they just don't want to mess up. So what they're doing is they are waiting on some enlightenment around that Ace of Pentacles. They want to offer you something. They've already moved in, but they want to offer you something, but they're waiting on some enlightenment. But they have the Wheel of Fortune that lets them know that the way is clear, but they're going to take their time because they want to make sure that the offer is right. And the Wheel of Fortune is there, so they do have the go ahead. You want them to offer you something, but you're being a little cool with them because you do want them to kind of be on their toes a little bit. So this meditative Four of Swords energy might be a little bit fake. You might be putting on a little bit because that's your way of maintaining control in the relationship and not getting too excited, which is fine. I mean, that's no problem. But you're dying to like really communicate about it. But you're trying to act like you don't really know how badly they want to be with you. You kind of want to keep them in like juggling. And I get it. Because you've been through a lot as well. And you're testing someone to see if they are for real. Okay? That's the energy that I get here. Excuse me. You have here this in your energy, like you know what it is that you actually want. But you're trying to play it cool. You have this person on their P's and Q's. They have an offer for you. They have the go ahead, but they don't know they have the go ahead. You really want them to. You're actually giving them that Wheel of Fortune. That's you giving them permission to go ahead and offer. But with this Knight of Pentacles, they're trying to be very respectful, very consistent, persistent, very consistent and reliable. They're willing to take their time and prove themselves worthy of this connection. And you're ready to go ahead because you want to put a title on it. You're tired of being single. And you guys aren't really single in spirit, but as far as the title, you guys haven't put a title on this yet. See, you're still single, technically. Still single, still independent, still maintaining your own money. You guys have not merged your finances or anything yet. But this Ace of Pentacles to me shows that if a proposal is on the table, that it will cause you all to merge your material possessions, moving in together, sharing bills. Finances would definitely be involved with that. You feel like you can have the victory, but Capricorn, you're still afraid of some things as far as failures. You still are being cautious because of some losses that you have had. You're very confused because you definitely don't want to come up giving more than what you're getting. You definitely want to make sure you're the only lover. You want to make sure this person is going to be faithful. You want to make sure this person is going to be fair. You want to make sure that this person is not going to cause you any loss, any harm. This is why you're taking so long, because you're trying to avoid heartache. You're trying to avoid heartache. Wow. Um, However, you're still very much taking control of you're still taking control, but you're really ready to move forward pretty quickly in love and passion. With the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, you really want this to really take off. But it's so funny that you're kind of acting like this. And you're really manifesting this. You're really manifesting. As I see your energy as the Four of Swords and as the um, star energy. Those two together are, I know what I want and I'm not going to settle for anything less. And that's kind of what I'm getting here. Um, you want the Knight of Cups with the Ten of Pentacles. And you want it to be, yeah, you definitely want it to come from a place of purity. I keep dropping cards. You want it to come from a place of purity. You want it to come from a place of fairness. You don't, okay. So in past relationships, you probably argued a lot, and your biggest fear is arguing in a relationship and conflict. You're still trying to figure out how to work out conflict, um, because you do not want to argue. Yeah, you don't want to argue. So you're trying to plant new seeds, and you're trying to make sure that you do the right thing in regards to how you communicate. Wow. You want to communicate. Anytime you communicate, you always want it to lead to something happy. It's like you're kind of walking on eggshells as well, because you're trying to avoid any type of argument that's going to cause you to end the relationship, because you feel very passionate about this person. I don't even know why my camera is getting stuck. I think it's my connection or something. But because you really like this person, when you communicate, you really don't want to fall out with them, because you associate arguments with the end of something. And so you really want to speak your truth. You really feel comfortable talking to this person. But you're always trying to make sure that you say and do the right thing. You're moving to the next level within yourself. You're having more compassion within yourself, and you're definitely wanting to, wow, you're definitely wanting to, okay, so, all right, so now it's making sense. life's debts, your past, your karma, spiritual transformation. You're learning how to have compassion and love for yourself. You're moving out of feeling like you can't be yourself. You feel very comfortable with this person, but this is a very weird feeling for you. You're waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're like, wow, I really feel comfortable with this person, but I don't know if I can trust it. But with you going through a spiritual transformation, you're being pushed out of yourself. You can no longer hold who you are back all the way around. You're also having to reevaluate your attachment to material things because you're becoming more spiritually evolved. And material things are no longer going to be bringing you any happiness. You have that feeling that something is missing. It doesn't have anything to do with the relationship. What it is you're evolving spiritually. You're going deep within yourself with the Hermit card. And you've never had to really go this deep. There it is. You're working on your inner sanctuary, your inner self with the 8 of coins, and then you have the High Priestess. You're doing a lot of inner work, which is all about this spiritual transformation, the transformation of the spirit that you have here, the relationship that you're in. Again, this is your soulmate. You have the 4 of Wands clarified by the Judgment. You're still having to resolve some things from the past, not any past feelings, but what you're trying to do is you have this person on their toes because you're also on your toes as well. You're projecting. You're projecting your own past insecurities onto your partner. But you're coming off as very confident. But you're not. You're not very confident. And it's not a bad thing. You just still have some more growing to do. It's not a negative thing. See? You're still a little bit blocked off when it comes to love. And I really think this is what your spiritual transformation is all about. And you know it, and you're doing the work because you're still working on this South Node karma debts. With the 5 of Wands, again, you associate, just like I was reading for someone, a sign, I can't remember who it was now. I don't know if it was Sag or Taurus, but they associate love with loss. You associate love with confusion, argument, and struggle. And you want this relationship to be as easy as possible. So you have the Moon clarifying the 4 swords. Wow. With the Moon clarifying the 4 swords, guess what? And you got the High Priestess here, where you're working on your inner self. The Moon is about secrets. But I think that what that secret is that you don't want your partner to really know that you're insecure and worried about making the same mistakes from the past. Again, you're another one that has me going through the whole deck before we can even get to all of the cards in here. You're trying to hang on to happiness. You're afraid that if you have a disagreement in a relationship, that it's going to lead to a breakup or a ending to your happiness. You're kind of walking on eggshells and you're still holding back parts of your truth. But this person loves you for who you are. And this is what they want to offer you. They want to offer you. They have a pure offer here with the Two of Cups clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. You have a pure offer here. But for whatever reason, you're not letting go. You're holding on to something within yourself, like holding back, so that you're afraid you're going to run this person off. I'm getting that as I'm looking back over the cards here. Because anytime I have to go through a whole deck, there's a lesson that needs to be learned. You're afraid that you're going to run this person off, but this person loves you the way that you are. But because you haven't accepted all of the parts of yourself, you think that that this is going to come to an end. You're waiting for the other shoe to fall off. And Capricorn, you are holding this relationship back. I'm trying to find that King of Wands. You're holding the relationship back. The relationship can actually move forward, but what you're doing is you're holding it back because there it is. Okay. That was just before the Justice card, and I got it mixed up in the deck. I was supposed to take it out. You want this person to be fair with you. You want this person to accept you for who you are. You don't want this person to get too comfortable, because you feel like if they get too comfortable, then they're going to actually see you for who you are. And then also you feel like if they get too comfortable, they're going to take you for granted. And so it took a lot for me to uncover that, because on the surface you seem very, very confident, but you're not. This is part of your spiritual evolution, to let go completely and let love lead the way and not you control it. So you know that romance card, let go of control issues? That's what I'm going to tell you without even pulling the card. Oh, look what's on the bottom of the deck. Let go of control issues. I feel that strongly. That was not planned. You saw me. I just pulled it from let go of control issues. Let go of control issues, Capricorn. Capricorn, come on. Come on. I mean, you got it here. You got the love here. You're holding parts of yourself back because you think that this person is not going to love you. But this is their offer. Very pure friendship. Very pure. Yeah. You need to kind of let your friends help you on this, because you're still being ruled by a past life relationship that was based on codependency. And that's what this South Node Life's Debts Karma card is. And that's why the universe is trying to get you to go through this transformation And that's probably why this Leo card came out, because it may be a Leo that's helping you do this as a representative of love, or it could be just you tapping into your own will to do the work that you need to do inside in order to unlock yourself. You've got to unlock yourself so that you can stop controlling the relationship, because it was a relationship in the past that was based on codependency, and you maintained a habit of codependency by holding back yourself in order to keep things together. Now you're in this relationship and you can completely let go, but you're programmed, and you won't. It's like you won't really let go completely. You want this person to let go, but they won't. And they're willing to let go, but you won't let go. Eventually, this person may catch on to the fact that you're withholding, even though you seem like you're not, and like you're confident and very upfront, but you're withholding. So let's pull from this, from my deck, the decision guide, and let's see what advice you get from that. This is a win-win situation. However, you can still go slow. What you need to do is go ahead and examine the relationships that you had in your past. That's what the universe is asking you to do. And when you do that, adjust where necessary. And where you need to adjust is holding back. Okay? Make sure that also this relationship is also to your advantage. And I think this relationship has something to do with your family. I think your family will also approve of this relationship, or you're hoping your family approves of this relationship. I'm not sure, but the family card keeps coming up, and healing family issues came up. So what I'm suggesting or thinking is that maybe this relationship also, you're hoping that your family approves of it. So, Capricorn, you have a relationship here. You need to take advantage of the lessons that the relationship is holding for you. And in the meantime, reconstruct the world by reconstructing your mind. I know you can do it. Bye, Cap.